the 5th time this season, the Steelers go into a Sunday game trying to bounce back from a defeat. The return of Zach Fitzgerald couldn't stop Justin Farina and the Cardiff Devils yesterday, sending Sheffield to yet another conference loss. Goal-scoring stars of Great Britain's bronze medal-winning under-20 side Liam Kirk and Cole Shudra have rushed down from Dumfries to bolster the ranks here tonight. 5 are the opponents, and they are this season's comeback kings. They've already beaten Sheffield from a goal behind, tied with Belfast in the Cup last night from 2 down, won on the road in Nottingham from a 3-0 hole, and in Cardiff from a 4-goal deficit. No lead is safe against this Flyers side. Backhand attempt, Mustakov saves once and twice and then paddles it to the corner.
Good couple of saves. That second one is so easy for the keeper to find themselves out of position.
Here's Phillips, Kirk's in support, the shot, the rebound, oh, and it's away from Kirk and away from O'Connor.
They are looking for that rebound, aren't they? Right in the middle of the net, hitting the leg pads, see if it comes out.
Lifted up high and O'Connor going to have to try and get back. It's a one-on-one developing, played across, 2-on-1, oh, and the save made by Mustakov. He got his right pad out just in time.
It's Liam Kirk doing all the hard work, Jonathan, just to distract the forward going in there. Well, that's a tricky one as well.
It was Mosey who was up in the 2-on-1 break. It looks like he was one-on-one, but the skating speed got him into a shooting position.
And that's what we were talking about. Like, for some of the Steelers players, they'll feel quite, they might feel quite down at the moment. Kirky's probably bouncing into this game.
Here's Wallace. Drop pass, shot comes in, saved by Isles. He didn't know where it was, and Wah couldn't find it in time.
Oh, wow, the kind of goal you know him for. Just the puck dropping behind him, he couldn't spin round and put the backhand in.
Coventry lead at home to Manchester. Belfast have got a 5th in Nottingham.
Oh, my word. It's too early to call the league, but my word, if Belfast get the result there.
Steelers crowd has risen. They sense something is coming. Maybe it's from Wah, and via a deflection it is!
Down come the Teddies, Jonathan.
And we're going to have to pause. We've got some bears to get in the air.
It's really good work from the Sheffield Steelers. They've moved the puck around really well, keeping Isles busy, moving the puck. But it's Wah, determination, and Wallace out in front. Now, it's about how we look at the replay again. I think Wah's going to claim this. Wallace is in the right place for the tip-in.
Looks like it's gone in off Muir. I think it's his skates.
Yeah.
And I think the question's been asked by Jorgensen, was this kicked in? But it wasn't advertent or intentional, and it wasn't from a Steeler.
Lots and lots of teddies going to lots and lots of kids.
I'll tell you that my teddy bear made it about 5 rows forward.
Yeah, now, can I just say, Jonathan, could you
throw.
not have done that while I was trying to talk about the goal? Because I nearly burst out laughing. It was not a good throw.
Nor was it that teddy bear.
No.
What a generous donation that is from the Steelers crowd to the Hallam FM Children's Appeal. They're trying to give 20,000 presents to young children this Christmas.
But pressure. See how they deal with it.
Oh, Mustakovs has got behind him, and Wah's dug it out off the line. The danger's not over. Mustakovs has saved, and Wah's cleared it again. And Matthew Wah, who scored at that end in the first period, has saved a goal for the Steelers in the second.
A horrible moment for the fans behind the goal, because they're the only ones who can see it, and the only thing they can do is try and squeal and scream as loud as they can. Let Irvins know it was behind him. Shades of the...
Oh, wide open in front. Mustakovs. Oh, it's terrific. It's absolutely terrific.
My word, what a save. Irvins Mustakovs after letting one squeeze through and Wah having to dig it out. He has this golden opportunity in front. He turns well. Shaver's got so much time and robs him. Check your back pocket, Bonnie lad. I think you might have your wallet as well. Both netminders playing really well at the moment.
As you'd expect in a 1-0 scoreline. But it really has been, particularly in the second period, for Mustakovs. Miles has been doing it throughout. Mustakovs has been much busier in the second 20 than the first. Finucci. Save made by Mustakovs, and he's got down. The puck is underneath him, and then it's cleared away. And we've got a penalty coming in against the Steelers.
It's going to be cross-checking on the back of the head there, I think.
Yeah, they were just so desperate with the puck that was live and sitting right on the paint.
Yampton is going to go. Just a second opportunity there, and there's Yampton.
No doubt about that one.
No, nothing he can do to complain.
He could have not done it.
Well, yes, nothing he can do to complain about that, so I would probably go for.
Flyers have got 1 minute and 14 against just 3 Steelers skaters. They're going with Wallace, Fitzgerald and Arson. And the Flyers have been building. They've come very close a couple of times and they've scored right now.
Great finish, just hopeful pass across Mustakov's crease. I think it's come off the netminder and gone behind. But why that's really good for the Flyers is how quick it's come in the penalty. They'll go right back on the power play, and actually, forgive me, it's come off Arson's back skate, gone 5-hole on Moose, and the Flyers are right back in this game, 1-1.
Both goals in this game have been inadvertently scored by defensemen, banked in from centering feeds. Stockton will get the credit of the goal. May have been slightly fortunate the way it came, but the pressure the Flyers have been building on, you kind of feel like it was a deserved goal. They've had some very close opportunities. They nearly got the puck beyond Mustakov's moments before.
Well, the other thing is, Jonathan, they've had a lot of power play. If you're going to give a team like this a lot of power play...
Shaver, save made by Mustakovs. It's live at the side of the goal, and it wasn't a good follow-up shot. It was really mishit. The Flyers are buzzing right now, and the Steelers are scrambling. Shot goes off target. Gauthier. Snapped on goal. Mustakov saves. Gauthier's there for the rebound. Mustakovs is scrambling, and the Flyers have jammed it in. And they have turned it around. 2 power plays, 2 goals, and a 2-1 lead.
Really good play by the Flyers, keeping Mustakovs incredibly busy. He makes 1 save. He's about to make, I think, 2 or 3 more. There's the second. Can't keep a hold of it in his glove. It pops out. Stockton then has a go. And then finally, it's poked home and the Fife Flyers have taken a 2-1 lead. Hard work, perseverance has paid off for the Fife Flyers. Shaber with the goal as well. It showed the night, didn't it, for the Steelers?
Looking for deflection from Wah. The puck is there. Oh, and it's just a fraction wide. Isles has dropped his stick. He's got it back now. Fretter back out. The long shot comes through, and it's bounced back in, and now the chase is on.
What a place to land here.
Here comes Buildup. Shoots on Mustakovs, and he saves, and he has to hold. Opportunity at one end, and then the Flyers springing clear at the other.
Let's have a look at this. Great stuff by Buildup. First to it. Moose sees it all the way. When you can't see it all the way, you expect to hold on to it.
On a stick as well.
Yeah.
It's,
great stuff.
Flyers having no zone time at the moment. It's just a relentless return to attack from the Steelers. Lifted off the glass but not out. It's another helpful bounce for the Steelers to get onto the puck. Shot from the angle, and it was stretched Isles, and it's out of the zone, off the boards.
Best period of the game for the Sheffield Steelers so far. Last time it felt like this, they scored.
If they score now, you have to say it's been coming. If they don't score, well, it's an incredible job by Todd Dutiem's team.
Taking the opportunities when they've had them, absolutely.
Steelers through the middle, and they'll get the save.
And that's what they've been after.
They'll get the offensive zone. Matheson flicking it into the glove, and he knows that his shift is done.
The Sheffield Steelers have been the owners of the late show. Oh, there's that shot from Waugh off the post. And the overall effort that came here, dribbling behind. Period of play here. Wow, what a shot, what a save that is. That might be his best one, and he's had a couple.
Ignore the empty net, just play for the red line. Sensible hockey for 62 seconds might just be enough for the Flyers. Gauthier. And he clears this one down, a touch on the glove. The Flyers are getting onto it. One square pass, and this is all over. The Flyers have scored, and that is that. And the Steelers fans are heading to the exits. They've seen enough for tonight. And it's the Flyers fans who celebrate. Easy empty net finish for Chase Shaber. And a sobering night for the Steelers. It's a risk that the Steelers had to take. Final few seconds, and the Flyers flip it down, and they've won on the road again. What a performance. But the Steelers fans have their say. And a night where the Steelers were faced with a lot of questions. I'm not sure they've answered any of them.
What is there to say after that, Paul? A game that you dominated for so long and outshot, but again came out on the wrong side.
Yeah, well, we got to take our chances, David. I mean, there's a lot of emotion around the place right now, and understandably, we haven't been playing to the level that we perceive a Sheffield Steelers team to be, and and we're all part of that. But we had 50 shots tonight, and we had a great first period where I think we should have been up by 2 or 3 goals, with the opportunities that we had. And then second period was power play PK. We don't take our chances once again. We don't bury teams when we have that opportunity. And, they come back, they get a 5-on-3. I think it hits Scotty Arson's foot and goes in under Moose. And then the second one, big rebound, lands straight on a stick. And that's the way it's been going. And, but as coaches, we can't just look at the emotion. We got to look at the facts and the opportunities we had tonight. Their goalie played great. But I think we had 17 gilt-edged scoring chances tonight that, you've got to score more than 1 goal to win a hockey game. It's as simple as that. And we've got players right now that are not getting that side of the job done.
Are they frightened almost? Because it looks from above that they almost look scared to make that mistake, because they are trying, they're giving you what you've got, but they look frightened, don't they?
Yeah, I think, they know that they want to, get a roll going, get goals going, and of course when your confidence is down and you grip that stick a little bit harder, and you have teams coming in here sitting back. Belfast did the same. I mean, we played a lot better tonight as a team than we did against Belfast, and it's been a long week, and I still think we took it, to them, and we did enough to win the game, David. We did enough to win the game, but you got to put the puck in the back of the net. Their goalie comes in, he steals the show for them, but we still had, when it's not bouncing for you, it's not bouncing for you. And what we can do, and what myself and Jerry have got to do, is we got to go back in and we got to build this club up and build this team back up to understand, what it's about. This is a big bump in the road we've hit. We've known that. But if they start reading everything and the abuse and everything else, they're just going to go even further down. So, we got to put a protective blanket around them. And whilst they wear our shirt, our job is to go out there and do what we can to improve them on a daily basis, and that won't change.
It was an uncomfortable night at the end, wasn't it, when the final whistle went? Everybody vents emotion and feels that pressure.
That's sport, isn't it? That's sport, and that's the way it is. And, there'll be a lot of finger pointing at me and the coaching staff and et cetera. But, you get used to that in this world and where it is now. And we can only control, what's around us. Can't control anything else that is or isn't going to happen. So, we got to get back to it. I got to pick these boys up. There was stuff tonight that was way better. I mean, we got 6 guys being sick before the game, but I can't throw that out because that's looked as an excuse. We had a flu bug come through the team, and we still created enough chances to win the game. What wasn't to be tonight, it just wasn't to be, and we got to knuckle down and go again. It's a long way to go in this season.
When you have good players who are used to scoring, good players who are used to leading, and it's not going for them, what's it like in the room right now with them? Because they're proud men. There must be dejection there.
Of course there is. They've got their head in their hands, and they can't believe that they feel that they've let me down, they've let the fans down, they've let the ownership down, they've let themselves down. But you have no God-given right to just go and win. You have to work for that, and you have to have the ability to do that. And we have players here that for years have proven, they are top players in the league and they can do the things that we need them to do. But right now, we've took a massive bump, and we got to get back on it. We got to get back on the road and face it. And that's sport. That's the way it is.